Again on Thursday night right here from SoFi Stadium when division play begins against the San Francisco 49ers. Rams win this one, their third of the season, 27-20 over the Indianapolis Colts. Postgame coverage next. You're listening to the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final.
The Rams, the Colts is in the books.
Rams football on ESPN LA is presented by
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times.
Rams football on ESPN Los Angeles is powered by ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Driven by Subaru of Glendale, the #1 Subaru dealer in America. Find your next Subaru at Subaru of Glendale or at SubaruofGlendale.net.
Highlands. Get reliable leg cramp relief fast.
Brought to you by the Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Vista Paint. When toughness matters, Vista Paint delivers. Durable finishes, local quality, built to perform.
Brought to you by your Southern California Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires.
Thank you for listening to Rams football today on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network. 710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
Money all the time, what I'm thinking.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. And it is a final. Rams Colts Week 4 NFL Sunday is in the books. This is the Rams postgame show with Travis Rogers, Stuart Cravens, recapping everything from Rams Colts today at SoFi.
Time to recap Rams Colts. Week 4 NFL Sunday.
And taking your reaction, 877-710-ESPN, and in person at Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play.
It's time for the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino with Sua Cravens, here's your host, Travis Rogers.
It is never easy in the NFL, so that is what I've been told, that winning a game in the NFL is always difficult, and the Rams made it difficult today. They scored 2 touchdowns late in the fourth quarter. They beat the Indianapolis Colts, giving them their first loss of the season, 27-20. Matthew Stafford putting the finishing touches on the 50th come-from-behind win, game-winning drive of his career. And just a wild game. It felt a couple of different times like the Rams were going to let it slip through their fingers. Instead, they win by a touchdown. Tutu Atwell, 88-yard touchdown pass to win it.
Each week in the NFL is different. You can never tell who's going to win. No matter if a team looks like they are significantly better, you'll see them struggle. And I saw the Rams today flip the script. Instead of what they did in Philly a week ago, starting out hot and deflating in the second half, they flipped the script. They started out flat, missing throw, Stafford's all over the place. No way I could have believed that he would have the stat line he had if I just would have watched the first half and then tuned in for the final score.
No, it was a tale of two totally different, Matthew Staffords today. The final lines, like you said, Stu, are pretty impressive. You've got 29 out of 41, 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, but there were a bunch of missed throws. He took a bunch of hits. They sacked him a small handful of times, and it felt like he was just not quite in his rhythm right up until the end of the first half, where he drove him 96 yards with about a minute and a half to go in the half there, and then 2 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter. Just looked like he looked like Matthew Stafford again.
Yeah, he's getting hit. He's throwing the ball all over the place. He could have had 2 early picks in the game if the Colts didn't drop it, and you're just wondering what's going on. Is the back hurt? Again, I'm going to keep raising that question. Every time I see him missing wide open throws we see Stafford make 10 times out of 10, I'm going to first question injury before skill, because we don't see him doing that. But I think that Davante Adams' touchdown right before the half was the spark plug that got this offense going.
So Davante had the big drive towards the end of the first half. Puka was just unbelievable. He's just an absolute force. 170 yards, 13 catches. He had his first receiving touchdown of the year. That touchdown late in the fourth quarter tied the game, gave the Rams a chance to put on that defensive stand there at the end that they were able to take advantage of and hit that big play. But It was Tutu, 88 yards, the longest touchdown pass of Matthew Stafford's career. The first play when they came after they got that stop late in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden Tutu's running free. How did that happen? I mean, this guy obviously stumbled coming out of it right there, but you don't see people that open in the NFL.
Yeah, I'd have to watch the film and see what happened, but either it was a coverage bust or somebody slipped. And when you go man coverage like that, when you get this deep overs, if the deep shot isn't open, they're going to look for the check down. In that case, the deep over was wide open. And that's something we're used to Cooper Kupp running. Instead, Tutu Atwell benefits from it and gets his first real production on the season.
Look, that was the first big play that Tutu Atwell has had in a very long time. We saw the PI that kind of set up that first touchdown along the way, but a big day for Atwell. Sue is here, I'm here, and this guy, Christopher Morales, also here at Hollywood Park Casino.
Travis, I like the first segment to be you guys just recapping, but we got to do this. It is a final in the Bay Area.
Oh.
The Jacksonville Jaguars beat down those San Francisco 49ers to give the Niners their first loss. Very important because we'll be sitting here Thursday night after the Rams and Niners take on for Week 6 for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, no, that
right, Jorge?
That turned around. Yeah, Jorge, that's right. Jorge got his first L of the season as well.
But Week 5.
Week 5. That turns around quick. So obviously they're going to enjoy this one because we're going to get into all of the different things that happened. This one was one knuckleheaded play away from going the other way.
Yeah.
There was a big play in the second half. Donald Mitchell was gone. He was gone. He was walking into the end zone by himself, and before he crosses the goal line, he starts moving the ball from one hand to the other.
Tried to get too sexy with
He drops it out of the back of the end zone. Instead of giving up a touchdown, the Rams get the ball 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Just a massive mistake by Mitchell.
I just don't understand why guys keep doing this because you want to look so cool for social media where you will risk the game.
Can I ask a stupid question? What is cool about dropping the ball on the goal line?
That's exactly.
I don't understand it. No one has ever said, you know what the best part of that game was? Is how he dropped it right when he went over the goal line.
These kids are all about the sauce,
I've never understood it.
They're all about the drip.
But it's bad drip. It's bad sauce.
It's bad sauce, Sua.
He also cost them another touchdown when Jonathan Taylor ran in, and Adonai Mitchell was the one that called that back because he committed a flag. So that guy, how do you let him on the plane?
What is Shane Steichen saying to that guy right now? What are his his teammates are probably, look, we win together, lose together, all the cliches that we all know, but dude,
they're not gonna
that's 7 points.
They're not going to say anything to him because he's a first-round pick, early first-round pick, which last year. So he has the saving grace of hey, I'm still a guy on this team.
Yeah.
I get it, I messed up, but don't embarrass me. If he doesn't produce this year and he did something similar next year, that might be grounds for we're getting ready.
I get this isn't how it works. I understand this. However, here's what I don't get is at the beginning, day one of training camp, when we're bringing everyone in together, guys, I want to show you, and you could make a supercut of all of the guys that have done what Mitchell did today. And you said it, we're sitting next to each other in the press box talking about how many times does this need to happen before guys run through the back of the end zone. And I would say, look, if this happens to you,
you're done.
We're done. It's easy because it's not complicated. Yeah. Run across the damn goal line. Put it into the end zone. Score the touchdown because that is a totally different game if they punch their ticket right there.
And it's not like he was running scot-free and just could have, he had time to mess with the ball. He had just broke a tackle and immediately went into a celebration emote before he even got to the goal line and dropped the ball. I don't get why we do this type of stuff.
I'm glad he did it today. I'm glad he did it today 100%. And then it went the Rams' way along the way. And let's come back and talk a little bit about what Puka Nacua was able to do today. Chris, you got very excited about something right there.
Well, the Bears scored. Game's not a final yet in Vegas, but Bears 25, Raiders 24. And here's the thing. We want reaction, too. We're going to react here at Hollywood Park Casino. I'm putting people on with passion and energy. As an old friend would say, passion and energy. We're going to put them on live here from Hollywood Park Casino. But react with us, too. If you're getting out of the game, and maybe you can't come by HBC if you've been listening to the game all day. 877-710-ESPN. Trav, we want reaction today on the Rams postgame show.
A lot of things to react to, I should say, including an absolutely massive day from Puka Nacua. We'll get into that. That's coming up next on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Coach, the energy out there felt different. What changed for the team today?
It was the new game day scratchers from the California Lottery. Players everything. Those games sent the team's energy through the roof.
Are you saying it was the off-field play that made the difference on the field?
Hey, a little play makes your day, and today, it made the game. That's all for now.
Coach, one more question.
Play the new Los Angeles Rams Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.
It is Rivalry Week here in LA, and your Rams are back at home this Thursday in a fierce battle against the division foe San Francisco. Puka, Matthew Stafford, and Jared Verse are out to take down their bitter rivals under the primetime lights of Thursday Night Football. You can catch the matchup live from SoFi by heading to therams.com/SF. Again, that is therams.com/SF to see your Rams battle the Niners this Thursday, October 2nd at 5 p.m. See you at the Rams house.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Hey Rams fans, we've teamed up with Bloom Ranch to ensure we have the healthiest fans in the league. That's why we're committed to delivering some of the freshest fruits and veggies to your door. And here's the best part. The first 100 boxes are on us. That's right. We're giving away the first 100 boxes. After that, enjoy 30% off on your first box upon signing up at www.bloomranchofacton.com and enter promo code ThankYouRams. There are no fans like Rams fans. Winning and getting healthier together is the real flex. So hurry, this offer won't last forever. Follow Bloom Ranch on IG and share how you're getting healthier using #BloomRamFit.
Hey, it's me, your heart valve. The blood flowy thing in your heart. Ooh, hear that? The whole stadium's cheering for heart valve screenings? Detecting heart valve disease is super important, especially if you're over 65. It's deadly if you don't treat it. That's right. Bo! Heart valve disease! Bo! Good news is, early detection saves lives. Go to listentoyourvalves.com and get screened for heart valve disease. Oh, and go Rams!
Summer's almost over, but there's still time to work on that sunburn. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
With over 40 big screens showing all the big games, you can catch every play from wherever you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
War, live, December 6th. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
Win a new Dodge Charger Daytona RT. Use your rewards card at your favorite table games to enter through September 28th.
Morongo, good times.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of the LA Rams, the home of Rams football. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down at the Palace at Inglewood. Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play.
The Rams, the Colts is in the books.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
No matter what. 27-20 is the final score from SoFi Stadium, where the Rams scored 2 late fourth quarter touchdowns to beat the Colts. The Colts fall to 3-1. That's their first loss of the season. The Rams improved to 3-1 with a chance to open up a little bit of room in the NFC West coming up on Thursday night. We'll be right back here at SoFi Stadium for the Thursday night game against the San Francisco 49ers. So, Sue, let's start right here before we take some of these phone calls. If you're on hold, stay there. We're going to get to you in just 1 second. 877-710-ESPN. After what happened in Philadelphia, you could hear Sean McVay in his postgame comments just like, okay, we're going to come out, we're going to get this fixed, we're going to. They didn't. They were a little disjointed. They did not look particularly crisp coming right out of the gate. But then all of a sudden, Puka Nacua starts doing Puka Nacua things, and it feels to me, Sue, tell me if you agree, that he has just kind of clearly elevated himself to that spot of when you got to have something good, number 12's your guy.
I feel like the Rams were pressing in the first half and trying to prove like we're going to show you we won't start slow. And instead of just being methodical and running the normal offense they running the football, they were really pass happy early. And as they settled down, they started realizing, okay, Puka needs to be the focal point of the offense. And when we lull to sleep, let's hit him over the head with Devontae. And I said it before the season even started. If the Rams want to be successful, Puka has to be the quote-unquote best player on the offense.
Feels like he is.
He's in his prime.
Yeah.
He's young. He he has a young body. Let him get those 10 targets to 15 targets a game. That shouldn't bother Devontae at all because he's the older vet who doesn't need to take those those hits because he does have a history of injury. So Puka, I think, has accepted the role of being the guy and is trying to show that grit and toughness early.
13 catches, 170 yards, including a touchdown in the fourth quarter. He became just the third player in NFL history to have 8 or more catches in the team's first 4 games of the season. I mean, it's just they're just going to him over and over and over again, and it feels like he's uncoverable at this point.
He's a stat monster. It's just 3rd and 3, it's going to Puka. 2nd and 15, it's going to Puka. If we need a quick tunnel screen, it's going to Puka. He's getting the ball every which way. You might as well put him at running back, which we already have.
He had a 44-yard touchdown
and he took it to the house. So he is versatile. He's athletic. He's big and strong. We were talking about it earlier. It looks like he's put on at least 10 more pounds of muscle. So
he's a tank, man.
He just got to remain healthy. As tough as he is and as physical as he is, those hits do wear on you.
Let me ask you that. So this is a conversation that Emily and I have had for years, and going back to Cooper Kupp, and I think the same thing applies to Puka Nacua. You love the toughness. You love the physicality. You love that he's willing to stick his face in there and continue to do what he does. But at some point, it's like, bro, let's get on the ground.
Yeah.
Let's step out of bounds. Like, how do you balance that and making sure that the guy doesn't lose that natural aggressiveness, but at the same time protects himself as best he can?
It's hard because you don't want to limit your athletes, and when Puka's in that zone, he's not going. There's no way you can convince him to take a play off. And he's going to say, "No, I'm the guy. Give me the ball. I'm good." Even if he took 2 hits today, where I'm like, "Oh, he might stay down." He popped up, buckled the chin strap, and was right back in the huddle. So you might have to protect Puka from himself, especially as the season goes. If they're on a scale to where they're going to be a bona fide playoff team, you might even have to sit Puka a few games towards the end of the year.
So phone calls coming up, but I just saw Morales fist pumping from across Hollywood Park Casino. What's going on?
I had to run into the Century Bar and Grill to watch it live. Those gutless scumbag Raiders get the game-winning field goal blocked. 54-yard or 53-yard, one of those blocked. Bears win in Vegas.
2 weeks in a row,
Wow.
we've seen a blocked field goal end a game. Rams last week, Raiders this week. I have a feeling you had that in your confidence picks at some point.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Well, the Chargers got me today, but I see familiar faces. We got to put them back on the air today, too. And I know we got calls, reaction live here from Hollywood Park Casino, Travis. But, it's nice when the Raiders lose like that at the end. Oh, it's beautiful.
And what's our first call today?
All right, let's go to Chris in Baldwin Park. Chris, what you got?
Hey, guys, how you doing? It's a great win. I was really excited about how the defense held up. They bent a little bit, but, they didn't break. Be able to hold this team to only 20 points where they've been destroying just about everybody they played against. The offense, it was a little stagnant, but when we needed to get plays, we were able to get plays, and I've gotten to the point where I used to hope we'd win. Now I'm at the point where I expect us to win, and it's such a great feeling.
Yeah, there's a big difference between those things for sure. I want to talk about that defense that Chris mentioned there, Sua, because in the first 3 quarters, it felt like they weren't getting a ton of pressure on Daniel Jones. They just had 1 sack. Byron Young had one very early. Fourth quarter, it changed dramatically. They were able to get there. Jared Verse was there. Jared Verse knocked the ball loose at one point, and it just felt like Verse found another gear late in that game.
They started moving Verse around on the line and got him on the edge a few times. Even got him on the inside where he completely pancaked.
Unreal.
Extra syrup on the flapjacks, 2 pounds of butter. Like, it was bad.
Tanner Bortolini, the center for the Indianapolis Colts, got ragdolled.
Bortolini's legs looked like linguine on that rep. Because, Jesus, that was awful. Of Jared Verse, you can't talk enough. Even when he doesn't make the plays, they weren't getting the sacks in the first half, technically. They were still getting pressure, and I'm curious to see how many hurries they had, but Verse is a monster on that line.
He flying squirreled trying to get to Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
He had his arms splayed out trying to get to him.
Well, it was so he was kind of almost like in a middle linebacker position when that ball was snapped, and he just he timed it perfect. He's coming forward,
blitz,
and all of a sudden he gets his hands on Bortolini. And keep in mind, this is an NFL offensive lineman who's 300+ pounds, who does not want to be moved. And he got thrown backwards about 5 yards. I mean, the amount of power that Jared Verse brings is just unbelievable. It's next level.
Linguine, fettuccine, spadini, it doesn't matter. Verse for the sack. His motor, and we talk about it all the time. If you just watch the film, peep his change of direction and how fast he plays, and that's why he is always around the football.
Yeah, he was all over the place. Morales, what do you got?
All right, Travis, we're out here with the fans here at Hollywood Park Casino. We got Vince and Lewis. Vince, where you're at the game today. Beautiful win by our Rams, right?
Absolutely beautiful. I cannot believe Tutu pulled that off. That was wild.
You and me both, Vince.
I've been pulling for him all season. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Lewis, did Vince think the Rams were going to lose, or did you tell him, you got to believe?
I told him, you got to believe. You got to believe. But Matthew Stafford, man, he has us on the edge, every week. But, he pulled it off, so we're pretty happy.
Let's do a Who's House. Come on now.
Whose house?
Rams house. There we go, Travis, talking to the fans live here at Hollywood Park Casino.
Absolutely. So what they just said, what Vince just said, I think is awesome because Tutu Atwell catching the winning touchdown pass was off the board. I'm saying, had you told me Devontae Adams caught the game? Sure.
Yeah.
Have you told me Puka Nacua? Sure.
Who else?
Tyler Higbee? Yeah, why not? Kyron Williams? Okay, let's go. What? Tutu Atwell, 88 yards? Are you kidding me?
And I saw this on ESPN Stats and Info Group. The longest touchdown in Matthew Stafford's 17-year career.
Nuts.
88 yards.
Nothing with Megatron.
Nothing with Megatron was that long.
80+ with Megatron.
Well, I mean, we're talking Tutu Atwell. So what are you talking about?
The $10 million man.
Yeah, I mean.
All jokes aside, how good it must feel for Tutu, who's just been dying for some type of production to submit himself in this role. You've got backup receivers challenging you in special teams and kind of creeping up on your heels at that number 3 spot. And you go and do something like this, it buys you a little bit more time.
It buys him a lot of time and a lot of goodwill with Rams fans, indeed. 877-710-ESPN. Come on in. Give us a call, 877-710-3776. We're here at Hollywood Park Casino. We're all over the Rams. Come from behind win, 27-20 over the Colts. Plus, coming up next, we're going to hear from the head coach, Sean McVay. It's all straight ahead on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
The town loves a good highlight. But what happens after the lights go out? That's where real work starts. At Vista Paint, we're here for the ones that don't skip prep, who show up early, tape clean edges, and don't cut corners. We make the paint that covers, sticks, and gets it done. Going strong past the hype, because the best jobs don't need a filter, just the right tools. When you're working late and pushing through the weekend, you need a partner that stands with you. No gimmicks, no shortcuts. Just reliable products and local service you can trust. Vista Paint. No flash, just finish.
Our end of summer sales event is happening now at Downey Hyundai. We've got low rates, huge savings, and an inventory so big we can make a deal with anyone. Drive today with as low as 0% APR for 48 months on select models like Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. And every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles of powertrain coverage, plus the owner assurance program. Hurry, these deals end September 30th. Click DowneyHyundai.com or cruise in just off the 710 at Firestone. Downey Hyundai. Come in for the savings. 0% for 48 months at $20.83 per 1,000 financed. Subject to HMF credit approval, not all buyers will qualify. Offer expires 9/30/2025.
From breaking down the biggest stories in sports to wild TSA run-ins at the airport.
Man, they took my Tinactin.
Who did?
The TSA. They took my Tinactin, man.
Mad about tough acting Tinactin.
My tough acting Tinactin.
That's the kind of real-life, laugh-out-loud stories you only get on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
Did you have the big can?
I had the big can.
Can't bring the big can.
Can't bring it. It's a charter.
DeMarco Farr, Travis Rogers, and the crew.
Took my Tinactin, bro.
Weekday afternoons on 710.
And I'm fighting the battle down here right now. But I mean, I've been following like the can, like to the nth degree, spraying between the toes and on top of the feet. It's getting bad.
Yeah.
Got
to keep them dry.
Yes, it's hard when you're walking a million miles.
Got hammer time down there?
You didn't have to go there, man.
You did not.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Your morning just got a whole lot louder.
Two massive LA radio superstars.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
I'm a great tipper. Cappy's the one that never tips. He's the one that's always complaining. Why is everything got to be a tip? I tip all those mother bleepers.
Don't just listen. Watch, stream, and connect across every platform.
Not a radio station, but a multi-platform operation. Okay?
Yeah, get him, George.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, 7 to 9 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And 9 to 10 a.m. for the YouTube-only hour.
The freaking curtains open, we bust out through them, and we hit the airwaves.
Because weekday mornings in L.A. belong to Sedano and Cap.
Hi, this is Tyler Higbee of your LA Rams, the home of Rams football. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final. The Rams, the Colts is in the books.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, Park, Party, and Play.
Rams Week 4 NFL Sunday against the Colts is a final from SoFi.
We react right now with Travis and Sue of the Rams postgame show. Your reaction at 877-710-ESPN. The Rams postgame show on this Sunday rolls on.
You're listening to the Rams postgame show.
This is the Rams postgame show. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino. Back to Travis and Sua right now.
27-20, the final score from SoFi Stadium, where the Rams scored 2 touchdowns inside the final 3.5 minutes of this game. Sua, they scored with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Matthew Stafford to Puka Nacua from 9 yards out, and then they quickly get the Colts to punt the ball back to them. They kind of have the last shot at it. Tutu Atwell, 88 yards from Stafford with 1.5 minutes left in the game.
Exactly what you want to see in the second half. Completely different team. Again, the Stafford in the first half was not the Stafford in the second half. Found a way to figure it out and just delivered in the clutch.
It was a masterful performance from Stafford, and this is why when you got one of those guys, you try to get as much out of it as you possibly can. And I think Sean McVay's got a pretty good feel for that as well. He spoke with J.B. Long and Maurice Jones-Drew after the game.
Back inside SoFi Stadium, J.B. Long and Maurice Jones-Drew with the head coach of your victorious Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay. Take us inside that fourth quarter comeback, Coach.
Yeah, just this group is so resilient. Not surprised. This is kind of what they've been, and especially after I just can't say enough about the sudden change defensive stop to hold them to a field goal. So we stayed down 7. Then Matthew and the offense orchestrates a great drive. Puka comes through big on 4th down. Devontae made some catches. Colby Parkinson. Guys just came up big. I thought Kyron had some really tough runs. And then to be able to go one play, 88 to Tutu Atwell. Guys just stay ready. And obviously he's just been a great teammate. And just for him to be able to come through, he and Matthew to connect, and then for the defense to close it out, and then offense end with the ball. I love it. Won't have much time to enjoy it, but it'll make for a lot better next few days.
Yeah, Coach, we know this is a week-to-week league, and some of that adversity that we saw in Philadelphia showed his head back here in the third quarter. What was it like on the sidelines, and what were the adjustments you guys made in the fourth?
Yeah, I think guys just executed. We just stayed steady. You got to be able to just continue to play the next play, do the next right thing. You give them credit. They did some good stuff, but man, I was really just proud of our team overall, and what a great challenge we've got with the Niners coming in here on Thursday.
Sean, how about the use of tempo there on that tying touchdown, the way you got down the field in no-huddle fashion?
Yeah, it was just kind of one of those things that I thought at the end of the first half we had a really good rhythm, and we were in a little bit of a lull offensively and felt like that was something that we needed to be able to give us a spark, and clearly the guys delivered in a big way.
All right, shout out to Cam Curl and Matthew Stafford for some fine performances. Thank you, Sean McVay. We'll see you Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now, that's the Sean McVay that we like to hear after a game. Fired up, animated, maybe dropping a 4-letter word here and there as well. That's how you know it went the Rams' way, 27-20. We're here at Hollywood Park Casino, and Morales is with the people.
We're live with the fans, Trav. David from Anaheim, our friend who was here last postgame show. David, another win, Jack.
Oh, yes. Love it. Rams house. Let's do this. It's only a short time till Thursday, but you know what? I'm confident about that game as well.
But you told me earlier in the game you were scared. You were a little worried, right? Were we all?
I was. Our defense wasn't anywhere for the first 3 quarters. What happened to their line? Our line was not showing up. And then the fourth quarter they came, stripped, and then they came and put some pressure. And then those 2 interceptions, the first one was in the first quarter, but that last one was the game winner right there.
That's what it's all about. You're wearing a Jared Verse jersey. You got to believe in the fearsome Rams defense. Give me a Rams house. Come on.
Rams house.
There we go. David from Anaheim talking to the fans. Travis live at Hollywood Park Casino. Yes.
David, you need to come back to Thursday night because you're 2-0. When we come in here, we talk to you. We are 2 wins, no losses, so let's make it a habit.
You heard that? We got to come back on Thursday.
There you go.
Just got to buy my ticket.
You will see what we can do.
We'll be here, by the way, Thursday Night Football after the game. There's going to be a lot of stinking Niner gutless fans. And we're going to watch them come in here to Hollywood Park Casino with a sad face. We're going to break them, Travis. And I want Niners fans on the air on Thursday night, too, when we can rub it in their face at the Rams house.
Sad Niner fans.
Sad, pathetic Niners fans.
We'll get it done. We got, like McVay said, so There's only a few days to get ready for this. I don't know how long that interview was with me. I'm going to guess about 2 minutes, give or take. And he mentioned Thursday night twice in 2 minutes. So he's obviously excited for what happened, but he's already turned the page to what's coming up next.
Monday, they'll come in. They'll watch film. You'll get treatment. Maybe light workout for the team. Tuesday, walk-through practice. Wednesday, walk-through. Get ready to play Thursday.
That happens quick. And you get one extra day on the Niners, too, because they got to make a travel day in there as well. So slight advantage for the Rams that they get this one at home. Let's try another phone call, Em. Who's on the line?
Let's go to Matt, who's leaving SoFi. Matt?
Hey.
Hey, Matt.
What's up? We're leaving SoFi. That place was rocking. It was playoff atmosphere. It was absolutely bonkers. Puka's a beast.
Yeah, Puka feels to me, Sua, like he has gone to an entirely another level. Like, I think we talked about this last week where Puka felt like, maybe I talked about this on my podcast. I forget where I said it, but it went from, hey, they got a really good player with a fifth-round draft pick. Like, they really found something there, to, hey, he's just a good player regardless of where he's taken to. He's got to be on the short list of one of the best wide receivers in the NFL at this point. He just keeps elevating his game week after week, season after season.
Hats off to the Rams front office. Because it's not just Puka. That entire defensive front outside of Verse, they got midway through the drafts. This wasn't, I traded a first round and got this guy, or we picked him up because we traded up early in the second. No, that guy's a fourth-round pick. This guy's a fifth-round pick. This guy we got in the fifth round a year ago who was slept on out of BYU, who had injury problems and wasn't supposed to be the guy that he is today. The homework and background that they did and studied for a lot of these players that make up this Rams roster is impressive.
And the whole F them picks era is because you're finding guys later in the draft, so you don't necessarily have to stay at the top. When you do, you get a player like Verse. That's a whole nother thing. Morales, what do you got?
Trav, we got Scott from Huntington Beach. Now, he's already, speaking of F them picks, he's already cursed at me twice.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to take a chance here. Scott, no cursing. Scott from Huntington Beach, you were at the game. Did you have doubt today, or did you believe?
Oh, absolutely. A little bit of doubt, but in the end, number 9, Stafford, came up clutch. He was patient. He hit 2-2. Finally, number 5, Atwell for the TD for the win. I loved it.
Now, are you going to be here Thursday night when those sad, pathetic Niner fans come in?
I will be, and I'll be rubbing it in their face because I think they're losing tonight, and we're going to –
They already lost. The Jaguars beat them.
Then we're going to rub it in their face. We're number 1 NFC West.
There we go, Scott. Be sure to come by and say hi Thursday night, okay?
I feel like Scott was concentrating not to let that word out.
He didn't want to do
I feel like he had his hand on the wheel pretty tightly right there. Good job, Scott.
We're talking to the people, Trav, and we're getting ready for Thursday night. 5 days away when those pathetic Niner fans come into SoFi. We're going to wipe the floor with those scumbags.
You called 14-3, Chris. You're on the path.
I need 14-3, and I got a little nervous today.
Today was nearly, you didn't want to spend one of your 3 today. Today was not the day to spend one of your 3. We got more phone calls that we're going to get to coming up in just a little bit. The Rams pull one out late in the fourth quarter. 2 touchdowns in the final 4 minutes of the game to beat the Colts 27-20. Your phone calls when we come back. 877-710-ESPN. It's all coming up on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the stylish yet capable Santa Fe Hybrid. Backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Get 0% APR on the Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid, or get up to $3,500 bonus cash on select trims. See your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
You were like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody.
The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app. 710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
Money all the time, what I'm thinking.
Million Dollar Mondays.
Million Dollar Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win a mill.
Million Dollar Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Rams football is on the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
1 hour before each game, don't miss the Toyota Rams countdown to kickoff with Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens.
Then it's the voice of the Rams, JB Long, Maurice Jones-Drew, and Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr with all of your play-by-play action.
And after the game, talk about what just went down on the Rams postgame show.
Rams Game Days on the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams, the home of Rams football. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
Recapping everything that went down at the Palace at Inglewood. Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, park, party, and play.
The Rams, the Colts, is in the books.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
You know, Sue, when you have a couple of late touchdowns to pull a game out 27-20 the way that the Rams did over the Colts today, there are some moments that happen at different points in the game that might get lost in the shuffle a little bit. But I'm not so sure that one of the biggest, sequences in that entire game was after the Rams fumbled, right? And all of a sudden, the Colts have the ball on a very short field. And if they score a touchdown, the Rams are behind by 2 scores. The Rams hold right there. They actually move the Colts back throughout the sequence of that drive. They end up settling for a field goal, which keeps it at a 7-point game, which felt like a much, much more manageable situation than what it ultimately could have been had they scored a touchdown. Kyron Williams puts the ball on the ground. We can get to that in a second. It looked kind of a sloppy exchange right there. But the defense got put right back on the field and was able to get off of it with just 3. That was the difference in them being able to tie the game and then eventually win it.
It's a testament to your defense when you can get an unexpected quick turnover in your territory and you're not woe is me, you're not blaming the offense, you're not frustrated, you're excited to get out there and show the offense, not only are we going to get a stop, we're going to get the ball back, we're going to limit the damage. And that spark plugs your offense, that creates that relationship of rapport and trust where Coach now McVay might be like, you know what, I don't need to go for it, or I can go for it because my defense is so strong in our own red zone. That was a huge stop.
It felt like a couple of different times like the Rams were right on the precipice and they got the big play when they absolutely had to have it. Back to Morales with the people.
Listen, I was going to let you guys, do your thing for a few minutes. Then I saw Jonathan from Culver City walk in this amazing Rams sombrero. Awesome. And I said, you know what, Jonathan, come on, sucker, come over here. I got to put you on the air. Jonathan, how was it being inside the Rams house today?
Oh, man, it was so awesome. We were really loud in there. And unlike, who was it, Bynum that said we weren't loud in there? We showed up today. Nice. We definitely did.
Were you a little nervous at any point?
Tell the truth.
Nervous at the end.
Yeah.
and Maddie came through, and Atwell came in clutch.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Jonathan, are you going to be here Thursday night?
I am going to be here Thursday.
You got to be loud with your friends and your crew because those scumbag, worthless Niners are coming to town.
You know what? F the Niners.
F the Niners. Yeah. F the Niners, Travis. Back to you.
All right, I love the hat. How would you like to be sitting behind him? And he's sitting there. He's got the big hat on right in front
Hopefully
of him.
Some Niners fans are sitting behind him Thursday.
We'll block out some Niner fans next week. He mentioned that he was a little nervous late when the Rams had, I think it was a 3rd and 12, and this was a do-or-die moment, right? You know it's 2-down territory. They get it to 4th and 2, and that's when they found Puka on that little slant that he was able to get in for the first time all season long. They ended up scoring a touchdown on that play, not just getting that first down.
That's all experience. I think if you have a young quarterback in that situation, you have a completely different outcome. Maybe the pressure's there, and he throws the ball away, plays it safe, maybe even turns it over trying to force something. But when you got a guy like Stafford, you don't – as much as the fans say they were worried, I didn't feel worried.
Really?
I was watching Stafford, and I'm like, I told Chris, I'm like, they're going to score again.
Yeah.
So Stafford has a funny way of making it look easy, even in moments of high tension, and that's what he did in that last drive.
So here's the thing. I made a joke about this for years and years, but it's also true. there's a reason those guys make $50 million a year.
Yeah.
Because there's like 5 guys that are good at it. There might not. Maybe they're 8, but they're not 15.
No.
There just aren't enough guys that can do what he did, which is, quite frankly, he was having another uneven game. He had missed some throws along the way, and then all of a sudden it's that gotta-have-it moment. It's
Shake
like,
it
hey,
off.
I need you to go do your thing, and they go do their thing. And that's why they make all that money, and that's why when you have one, you just bleed every last drop of juice out of those guys because you have no idea when you're going to get another one.
Yeah, the max quarterback talent, they got that switch.
Yeah.
When you're a max quarterback in this league and you're proven, you got that switch in the fourth quarter where it's like, even if I'm down 10 points and I only got 4 minutes left, I still got a chance.
All right.
I still got a chance. You got Mahomes has it. Stafford has it. Jalen Hurts is starting to get it.
Josh Allen
has it. And this year up until today, Justin Herbert kind of has that too. So
and we'll get to them in a little bit.
Yeah.
The Chargers chargered. They do what they did.
They broke my heart, Trav.
Yeah, well,
I had him as my 5 this week.
Never count on the Chargers, Chris. You should know better.
Come on, I thought this year was going to be different.
That's what they just like UCLA football. This is the year that they turn the corner.
How about USC football last night?
Not
Sua. I know we're in the Rams postgame show right now, but Sua, he had everybody. I was waiting for the tweets all night long. The tweets just came coming. They kept coming. It was beautiful.
It was not beautiful if you're a Trojan fan. Beautiful if you're a radio professional.
I'm a
like
Sua
you
fan.
Are.
I'm a Sua
I know
fan.
that you are a Sua
Hi,
fan,
Sua.
to be sure. Em, let's try another phone call. Who's coming up next?
All right, let's go to Robbie in East Long Beach. Robbie, what you got?
How's it going, Travis, Sua, and
Great.
Emily? Great win today. I did like the fact about Ken Curlin's 2 interceptions and that 88-yard touchdown by Tutu Wall. Kudos. And I feel good that I like our chances going against the 49ers on Thursday. And I'm thinking we'll be at about 4-1 coming up by the next road trip. Let's go, Rams.
Thank you for the call. Look,
I like him because he not only calls into this show, he calls in at the USC postgame show every single week.
he's a Sua Cravens fan. Oh, Sua. Yeah.
Oh, Sua, let me call you.
We're
love
not
it.
clipping that. Don't make this a thing right here.
No, it's a thing. It's now a thing.
Sua Programming Network.
There you go. There you go. No, he's right. There were a lot of good stuff, and I think that just that momentum because, look, we know what happened in Philly, and once you turn the page, like, hey, look, they had a terrible second half, but they're going to be all right. They got really good guys. They're going to figure it out. And I thought they were going to come out today and kind of steamroll Indianapolis.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. They were behind late in the game, but they found a way to win. And now maybe you start to get some of that momentum that we're talking about going into that Niner game where you beat them, you got a chance to go, got to go across the country again. Then you got to play Baltimore, who, by the way, lost again today. They're 1-3, so you're getting them at a really weird time. But that momentum that we're hoping to get, you had to win today's game, and they did it.
Well, 2 things. Maybe the Colts are a good football team.
I think you're right.
Maybe they are. Maybe their defense is for real. Indiana Jones didn't play like Indiana Jones today, but he also didn't play awful.
If we would have talked about Daniel Jones last year, you would have been, all right, just hurry up and throw your interceptions.
Yeah.
Hurry up and blow the game for your team. And I think he's not as talented of a player as Saquon, but there's something similar. Just get me out of this place. This place doesn't make any sense. This place doesn't work. And you're seeing that he's not what we were talking about with Stafford, but he can play in the NFL.
He definitely could be your starting quarterback, and you can win with him. And I think that he's in a good situation with the Colts. It's unfortunate for Richardson, but it is what it is. That's the name of the business. On the flip side of that, it sucks that Baltimore is playing awfully right now because they're gonna figure it out. They'll mess around and figure it out when they play the Rams, and that'll be one of the Rams' second losses.
Yeah.
I also want to say, this is we're the pregame. We're talking about the running backs that they will be facing the next couple weeks. They held Saquon Barkley when they played the Eagles, and then today, Jonathan Taylor was held to 1.2 yards after first contact per rush, which is half of what he usually gets.
Yep.
We didn't really have, unless I'm mistaken, any huge Jonathan Taylor
just
play.
One called back.
One called back, but again,
the longest run of the day was 12 yards.
So the Rams, they concentrated this offseason about their run game stopping. And so they got Puka forward and they beefed up their defensive line. Clearly it's working. When they're going to face Christian McCaffrey this week, and then following that is Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no, they're going to have their hands full. And like Sua was saying, the Ravens might be 1-3, but if anybody wants to place a bet on who wins the AFC North, I'll take the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think that they'll get that figured out. All right, let's continue to talk about what happened today at SoFi Stadium, where the Rams beat the Colts 27-20. Lots more to get to, including more of your phone calls, 877-710-ESPN. It's all coming up on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Some things are better live. That's why at Unified Financial Credit Union, we staff our call center with live Unified team members. So instead of this...
Sorry, there's no one available to take your call.
You get this.
This is John from Unify. How are you today?
So whether you need to move money, open a credit card, or take out an auto loan, you can connect live with a Unified team member in any state, 7 days a week. Unified Financial Credit Union. Connect your way. Now the official credit union of the Los Angeles Rams. Unified is an equal opportunity lender insured by NCUA.
It's another exciting game day for Rams fans, and on game days, it's all about more. More action, more noise, and more savings. That's right, Rams fans save up to 35 cents per gallon on game days with a Fuel Rewards program from Shell. That means you can keep your tailgates going all season long. So don't drop the ball on saving more at the pump. Download the app, join the Fuel Rewards program, and take your savings all the way to the end zone. Terms and conditions apply. Visit www.fuelrewards.com/Rams for full offer details.
When it comes to unique experiences, pick Tick Pick. You're picking the official fan experience partner of the Los Angeles Rams with no hidden fees ever. So pick Tick Pick for your chance to enjoy an all-exclusive experience at the TRD Pro Club at SoFi Stadium every game. A chance to experience the national anthem on the field, or the opportunity to spend time with friends and family on the field pregame or postgame. Don't let fees get between you and a great game day. Download the Tick Pick app and enjoy the best experiences supporting your Los Angeles Rams this year.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
It is rivalry week here in LA, and your Rams are back at home this Thursday in a fierce battle against the division foe San Francisco. Puka, Matthew Stafford, and Jared Verse are out to take down their bitter rivals under the primetime lights of Thursday Night Football. You can catch the matchup live from SoFi by heading to therams.com/SF. Again, that is therams.com/SF to see your Rams battle the Niners this Thursday, October 2nd at 5 p.m. See you at the Rams house.
Touchdown. Score big savings with the Albertsons or Vons for You app. It's like having a personal quarterback calling the plays on your wallet. Shop smart, save more. Every time you shop, simply enter your number at checkout and watch the savings add up. Earn points for cash off on gas or groceries. Plus get weekly personalized deals to save even more. It's a winning combination. Download the Albertsons or Vons for You app for free today and start scoring touchdowns on your grocery bill. Full program details available on the app or at Vons or Albertsons.com.
Hi, this is Puna Ford of your LA Rams, the home of Rams football. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final. The Rams, the Colts is in the books.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, park, party, and play.
Rams Week 4 NFL Sunday against the Colts is a final from SoFi.
We react right now with Travis and Sue of the Rams postgame show. Your reaction at 877-710-ESPN. The Rams postgame show on this Sunday rolls on.
You're listening to the Rams postgame show.
This is the Rams postgame show. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino. Back to Travis and Sua right now.
27-20, the final score. The Rams beat the Colts, both teams 3-1 after the first 4 weeks of the season. The San Francisco 49ers come to SoFi Stadium on Thursday night. We're going to get to our player of the game coming up in just a little bit, but Morales is back with the people here at Hollywood Park Casino.
You know, Trav, I see a lot of Colts fans walking in. They got nice drip. Nice, pretty Colts fan hats. Guess what? You guys lost, Colts fans. But you know who's a winner? I got my guy Lewis from Santa Barbara, your neighborhood.
Let's go, Lewis.
Lewis, what's going on? You were at the game today. Were you nervous at all at any point?
That ass third quarter, I was like, oh, we're going to lose it. But like at fourth quarter, I saw my defense. I knew we were going to take it. And shout out to Santa Barbara. Shout out to Umbali's in Santa Barbara. we have a huge fan base over there.
Yep.
And we support the Rams all the way.
Let's go.
Lewis, give me a whose house, Rams house. Come on.
Rams house. Whose house? Rams house.
There we go, Lewis. There we go.
Outstanding.
Now you can get to the bar.
I think they've already been
to the bar.
Lewis's Lewis's girlfriend was like, "When are we coming back from break?"
Yeah. Well, she's got stuff to do.
She's got stuff to do.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you what we got to do.
What's
and
that?
all the Rams fans in the Southland. Take care of those scumbag Niners on Thursday. I'm not going to stop saying it, Trav.
I know.
And
you're
I know
not.
Sua loves when I say scumbag.
I do. It's funny. It's pretty funny.
Is scumbag part of your natural vocabulary? Do you
No,
break it out
but
on
now
people,
on
Sua?
the golf course, whenever I think somebody's cheating, I'm gonna be like, "You're just a scumbag."
You're just
Just tell 'em a scumbag.
I believe it's a
Complete
gutless scumbag.
You see all these Indianapolis fans in their pretty little hats? Hey, we
Scumbag.
just came from Indy to cheer on our team. Well, you lost.
Hopefully the Niners lose too.
Yeah,
the gutless
absolutely.
scumbag Niners on.
You see the
on
Colts
Thursday
fans
night.
coming in.
Yeah, I'll let you get to
Back
some
to
more
you,
people
Trav.
here. Thank you, Chris. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our player of the game real quick. So there are a lot to choose from, I should say. Who do you think is the player of the game for you today?
Puka, Superman,
Yeah.
Nakua, the Super Poly. There's no other way to put it. This man is unstoppable. 10-plus catches, 100-plus yards, a touchdown. Could have had 3 more. You know, he might be. And I didn't think I'd crown it this early because I thought Jamar Chase would be the guy for a long time. But Puka Nakua is making an argument to be the #1 receiver in the NFL.
Well, with Jamar Chase having Jake Browning play quarterback for him instead of Joe Burrow.
Justin Jefferson struggling with
Justin
his quarterback
Jefferson's got
situation.
Carson Wentz, and we'll see if J.J. McCarthy comes back. But look, it's not a coincidence that some of the greatest wide receiver seasons in history, whether it's Cooper Kupp, whether it's Calvin Johnson, whether it's Puka Nakua, what do they all have in common? Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Right? That's one, sure, it could happen. 2, it's coincidence. Not 3 times. 3 times is a trend.
This is what you
along
do.
The way. That is your player of the game from your Southern California Toyota dealers, official automotive partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
All right, 877-710 ESPN. That's the number if you want to get in and talk about the Rams' big win against the Colts. Emily, who do we have next?
Let's go to AJ in Inglewood. You're leaving SoFi, AJ?
AJ.
We're in. Yeah, how we doing?
What's up?
What's up? It was a great game to be at. It was an awesome environment. One of the first games where we actually had a real home field advantage. It was fun to see. Puka killed it for us. It was a good time. Good time to be there.
Thanks, AJ. So it's funny he said that because he's not the first person to say it. That's the 3rd or 4th person. We've had some of the folks here at Hollywood Park Casino mention it, that the crowd noise in SoFi. JB mentioned it in his postgame remarks with Maurice Jones-Drew. Where we sit in the press box, we're kind of sealed in this giant glass aquarium, and it's very quiet in there, and the glass is thick, and you can't hear a ton of what's going on inside there.
You better be quiet up there.
But, yeah, or else, right? So, but this is important, especially with the Niners coming to town, because we know what it looks like when the Niners come into town. There's a lot of red jerseys in there, but the Rams with a real home field advantage today, that's a step in the right direction times a million.
If you can get an 11th man from your crowd, the 12th man, you're cooking with gas, because home field advantage doesn't really exist for a lot of NFL teams, surprisingly. And in my experience playing in the league, we would go on the road, and I'm like, man, I thought it would be way louder in here.
Not like college.
College is loud no matter where you go until you start winning, and then but NFL crowds are different. I think maybe one of the loudest was Cowboys and then MetLife, but today, just walking in and out of the stadium, I'm like, it's pretty loud in here.
All right, let's come back and talk about the field goal unit today. That they got it squared away, right? At what was such a really ugly day a week ago, they were much, much better today. Josh Carty, perfect, and seemed like they got that figured out. That's coming up next on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN Only Rams radio network.
Thank you for listening to Rams Colts today from SoFi Stadium.
Rams football is presented by Call Jacob. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob and he will win for you. Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB or visit calljacob.com.
Up next for Rams football.
And up next for our Los Angeles Rams, it's time for a Week 5 battle and Thursday Night Football. This Thursday at SoFi Stadium against the hated ones, the NFC West foes. The Rams host the San Francisco 49ers. Coverage begins at 4:15 with the Toyota Rams countdown to kickoff with Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens. Kickoff at 5:15 from the Palace in Inglewood. Don't miss it, Week 5, Thursday Night Football, Thursday on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Monkey bars and hot takes? You'll only hear it on Mason and Ireland.
When I was a kid, we played on monkey bars. We did not wear helmets. Now kids wear helmets on monkey bars.
Who's wearing a helmet on a
monkey bar helmet?
Are there really monkey bar helmets?
I've never seen a kid wear helmets on the monkey bar.
I think kids wear helmets on monkey bars.
From helmets on the playground to helmets on the field. Mason and Ireland weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino.
Nobody's got better moves than the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
Everybody can dance. You got to dance like nobody's watching. You got to love like you've never been hurt. You got to dance like nobody's watching.
I will dance at a wedding and have a great time.
The laughs, the sports, and yes, the best dance steps at 710.
I got the same 6 moves.
I'm so self-conscious when I'm doing it.
Oh, really?
But for whatever reason.
You look like you're a good dancer.
I'm not, but at a wedding, I don't care.
Yeah.
I've had a martini
That's
and
fine.
4 beers, and let's go do it.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
You got a little two-step to you?
No, I got a little of this.
Fun.
About
There
it.
you go. There you go. Follow DeAndre.
Caucasian two-step. That's what I call it.
There you go.
The what?
Caucasian two-step.
I'm going to patent
There you
that.
go.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
And then my stomach is like, uh-oh.
What is wrong with your stomach?
Well, now in the back of my car, I got extra underpants.
It depends.
Brought an extra pair of pants just in case.
Yeah.
And then I had like 2 rolls of toilet paper in case I have to pull over on the side of the road.
Unbelievable.
Think about the new audience. It's like they really put this show on in the morning.
Right.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
We're like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody. The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
And it is a final. Rams Colts Week 4 NFL Sunday is in the books. This is the Rams postgame show with Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, recapping everything from Rams Colts today at SoFi.
Time to recap Rams Colts Week 4 NFL Sunday.
And taking your reaction, 877-710-ESPN, and in person at Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino, park, party, and play.
It's time for the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino with Sua Cravens, here's your host, Travis Rogers.
27-20, the final score. The Rams beat the Colts. They scored 2 touchdowns in the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the game to kind of pull one out of the fire. So this felt. You said you weren't nervous. I was. Like there were a bunch of times, especially when Donald Mitchell looked like he had kind of gotten free and clear, was going to go in the end zone, and then he decided to do that thing where I'll just drop the ball at the goal line, and all of a sudden it fumbled out of the back of the end zone. Instead of giving up 7, the Rams get the ball at 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. just an absolute game changer right there.
The Colts are probably feeling like how the Rams felt last weekend. We should have won this game, and we gave this game away. A few stupid mistakes that we made right before scoring and just playing sloppy in the second half. And, probably similar storyline for the Colts going back home. But for the Rams, this is a huge win, especially on a short week where you're about to turn around and play your rival. Losing this game could have changed all the optics on the season.
I like what you said, too. The Colts may be good. Like, I don't know if they're Super Bowl good, but they're not the bad Colts that we thought. They're not a slouch. I thought they played pretty well today, and they're probably kicking themselves that it got away from them. We're here live at Hollywood Park Casino, and Morales is out with the people.
Now, Trav, we got Gina Hill from Gilroy. Came down from Gilroy.
To the all right.
Now, look at
Garlic capital of the world.
Look at Gina's fandom. Look at this outfit. And look at the pom-poms. I love Gina. You were at the game. Were you nervous at any point today?
Toward the end, I was.
You were?
Yes, but they pulled it through. Our first visit to SoFi.
Oh, beautiful. How was your first visit today?
The best. Priceless. I couldn't ask for more. I mean, it was the best. I was hooping and hollering, the noise meter, all the fans.
Now, we call it the Palace in Inglewood. Don't you think it's a palace?
Yes, I agree.
Now, Gina, give me a whose house, Rams house.
Whose house?
Rams house.
Thank you so much, Gina.
Go.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Gina.
Trav, the people are excited. And, most people cannot wait for Thursday night.
Why?
You know why? Because those gutless scumbag Niners are coming to town, and we're going to wipe the floor. And here's the thing. Niner fans, Rams fans, Hollywood Park Casino after the game. We'll be here Thursday night. You can win this beautiful Pedigo e-bike. If you just come by, you say hi, you register with us. But also we want you to come on the air and tell us why your loser Niners lost that game on Thursday night. I can't wait for Thursday.
The Niners might be looking at a 2-game losing streak. Jacksonville beat San Francisco today 26-21. And look, when you look at the draw, right, of those divisions that you play, so the Rams and the Niners both are going to play the AFC South and the NFC South, and you're thinking, okay, to get through the AFC South, that's a chance to win 3 or 4 games. Well, the Rams have gone 3-0. San Francisco just gave one of those games back.
Yeah, the very thing I just said, where if the Rams would have lost today, it would have been real bad on a short week, turn around and play your rival. It's even worse for the Niners because they, in fact, did lose at home.
Yeah.
Now you got to go on the road and play your rival on a short week. So they're going to be licking their wounds. Purdy's back, but he has not looked the same this year coming off the injury. I don't know what's going on.
I think Pierce also got injured, too, during the game.
Yeah, on that sideline catch right there.
Yeah.
So a lot of things going on. I will say I liked Gina's energy right there. I feel like she makes a mean snickerdoodle.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Gina's snickerdoodle is delicious.
Yes.
That's going to be an amazing – I love a good snickerdoodle cookie.
You.
Who doesn't?
A good casserole, too.
Oh, yeah. You get a casserole, a snickerdoodle, and like a nice Mexican Coca-Cola, the big bottle, over ice. That's a good Thursday night. You know what's a better Thursday night, Sua?
What?
Beating those scumbag, gutless Niners.
Gutless.
Is a scumbag always gutless, or can you be gutless without being a scumbag?
I think you've got to be a gutless scumbag always.
I'm telling you.
Like our USC Trojans last night. We're gutless scumbags.
I'm not going to go that far.
I mean, it seems a bit aggressive. What are you going to do? Let's try another phone call here. Emily, who's up next?
I'm going to go to this person because he took the extra mile to tweet at me to tell me what his take was to make sure I take his call. So
that's good preparation.
Double dip.
Xavier in Washington, what do you want to say, Xavier?
Hey, ESPN, let's go. All right, so I'm up here in Everett, Washington. I'm originally from SoCal, so you guys know this is all love. This is all real, right? And so my take basically is that we need to start pushing Puka for MVP, right? I know his TDs are not where they should be, obviously, because the targets have been going to Adams. But if we can get those Puka TDs up, then I think we're starting to cook. Because, number one, he's leading already in receptions, leading in receiving yards, potentially triple crown, possibly if we can get those TDs up. But nonetheless, he's the centerpiece of this offense. He's literally the only reason why we are winning games. And I think there is a potential case here that, like, this man is already offensive player of the year. He's already taken out his nemesis in C.J. Stroud, who beat him for rookie of the year. He's already taken out Jamar Chase. He's already taken out Jonathan Taylor, who was probably the leading candidate for offensive player of the year. this year. And so I think we just need to start pushing this guy as a legit MVP candidate, at the very least, Offensive Player of the Year frontrunner. So, yeah, that's my take. Thanks, guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Xavier. Here's the deal. Puka's second in the NFL right now with receiving yards. He's got 333. Jackson Smith and Jigba already has 402. So, look, Puka's had a monster year. It looks like he's on an all-pro trajectory, but a wide receiver is not winning MVP in the NFL.
I was going to say, it's real hard to not give the MVP to a quarterback. It's such a pass-happy league. And America loves a quarterback.
Yep.
They just do.
Yep.
And sometimes they're not always deserving of the MVP, but the position and lifestyle of a quarterback, you get all the credit when you win, and you get all the blame when you lose.
And all the money no matter what.
And all the money no matter what. You can be 42-year-old Joe Flacco. Give me $10 million.
It is the most valuable position, I will say.
No,
you need a quarterback.
Look, if Saquon didn't win it last year, we're done giving it to anybody but quarterbacks, because Saquon had the most compelling non-quarterback case I've seen in quite some time. We're here at Hollywood Park Casino after the Rams beat the Colts 27-20, and Morales is with the people.
Now, we had Gina from Gilroy with her snickerdoodle cookies.
Snickerdoodle
and
swag.
casserole.
And casserole. And people travel into SoFi Stadium because it's the Palace in Inglewood. Now we got Rick Miller from the state capital, Sacramento. Rick travels down. He's a season ticket holder. Rick, how was it today inside SoFi Stadium?
It was phenomenal. It was just a blast out there tonight.
Were you nervous at all at any point?
Absolutely. Our team does not give us a good or an easy win.
Right.
Everything is on Lipitor.
I'm on Lipitor, so I understand.
Who isn't?
Yeah. So.
Oh, look at this Colts fan trying to talk smack.
Boo!
Oh, Rick, you're a season ticket holder. That means you're going to be here Thursday night, right?
I will be here Thursday night. We'll be flying back down on Thursday night and flying back up on Friday morning.
Then you got to come back here to Hollywood Park Casino after we beat those, gutless scumbag Niners.
Yes.
You know what? And I live with those folks, and I hate them.
Yeah. Now turn around and show Travis your jersey. Look at that.
So we've got a Puka/Adams. What was the original? Oh, it's Robert Woods. That's right. That's a Robert Woods. Very deep
and
under
it's an Ohtani jersey.
And, well, for you, Emily.
Legendary. Thank you, Rick.
This is what you call repurposing a jersey.
I like it. I like it. Don't waste anything, Rick.
Thank you,
Good
Rick.
job.
Hey, thank you.
There you go.
Gutless Colt fans behind me.
So the Colts dropped their first game of the season. And, look, Puka, like we were just talking about, is great. Like Rick just said, the Rams don't make it easy. Like the games that they've won, they've come down to the end. That's life in the NFL. You almost never kill somebody in the NFL. You don't win games by, 3-4 touchdowns in this league very often. This is more what they feel like where it comes down to the last possession or two.
Yeah, it's actually weird when we see NFL games that look like college football games.
Yeah.
And they're high scoring and back and forth and just shootouts, and we're not used to that. The NFL is so much more slow paced and pro style formations and stuff. When you see it, it's weird. So games like this is what the NFL is all about. This is what you're going to get
wild comebacks
week in and week out.
Yeah, for sure. Rams win 27-20. We mentioned that the 49ers lost. We'll take a look around the rest of the NFL when we come back on the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the stylish yet capable Santa Fe Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Get 0% APR on the Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid, or get up to $3,500 bonus cash on select trims. See your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino.
Your mornings just got a whole lot louder.
Two massive LA radio superstars.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
I'm a great tipper. Cappy's the one that never tips. He's the one that's always complaining, why is everything got to be a tip? I tip all those mother bleepers.
Don't just listen. Watch, stream, and connect across every platform.
Not a radio station, but a multi-platform operation. Okay?
Yeah, get him, George.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, 7 to 9 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And 9 to 10 a.m. for the YouTube-only hour.
The freaking curtains open, we bust out through them, and we hit the airwaves.
Because weekday mornings in LA belong to Sedano and Cap.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down at the Palace at Inglewood. Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play.
The Rams, the Colts is in the books.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
27-20, the final score. The Rams beat the Colts. Up next, the stinking scumbag Niners on Thursday night.
Those scumbag
Gutless.
49ers, gutless scumbag Niners. Sua.
Indeed.
Are you ready for Thursday night?
I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Are you going to be saying they're scumbags while they're walking in?
Oh, have you ever met this guy before?
Of course.
You do know that they love to fight, right?
Listen.
So does he.
Listen.
So do I.
My guy Sua. Sua took on Keyshawn. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We'll ask DeMarco to come over. We'll tell him that they played Fly Eagles Fly. Then DeMarco's going to go loose on him.
He doesn't like that.
He doesn't like
DeMarco's a big guy. He might actually hurt somebody.
DeMarco's a
I
big
know.
guy.
I know.
Yeah,
might hurt me soon.
Yeah, maybe sooner than later. Who knows? All right, let's talk about some of these other games brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Let's talk about the game that is going to kick off here just about any second now. Cowboys and the Packers in Dallas. I'm going to set the number, Sua, at 1.5 of Micah Parsons' sacks. You want more or less than that?
More.
You think he gets home twice or more?
At least 2 today.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't get it. I still do not get why they traded their best. Maybe you can make a case for CeeDee Lamb. Maybe there's one, but certainly on the defensive side of the ball, to send away your best player still makes no sense to me.
It would have only made sense to me if you did it before the draft.
Okay.
So you get a pick, you get a few players, you get some type of capital. They also
so personal.
They traded their best defensive player. Not only that, but you kind of got worked. I'm sorry. I don't think Kenny Clark and a draft pick is pushing the needle for.
Not for a player like that.
For that guy, right?
Yeah, not for a player like that. That feels like multiple first-round picks, and especially when you've seen what some of these other guys have gone for. All right, let's take a look at some of these other ones. The Falcons beat the Commanders 34-27. That's on the heels of losing 30-0 to the Carolina Panthers last week, and the Carolina Panthers today lost by 40 points. Go ahead and try to figure out the NFL.
Couldn't tell you. I don't understand. I don't understand this. The Panthers are weird. The Falcons are that whole division.
We're going to see
Bucks
all of
are
those
weird.
teams. Yeah.
The Jags are sneaky. I don't that division, it's probably the most even division in all of football, I think, right now.
Even because they're all kind of the same, or even because they're all kind of lousy?
They are all kind of lousy in the worst situations.
Yeah.
They either get into a game where they make stupid decisions, play sloppy, and they're just getting blown out, or they're in the thick of it, and in the fourth quarter, they just do something to lose the game.
The Bills stay unbeaten. They beat the Saints 31-19, and it just feels like when you look at what's going on in Kansas City, and they beat the Ravens today, so I am not throwing any dirt on the Chiefs yet. As long as they have Mahomes and Reed, they're obviously very, very dangerous. I still think the Ravens, even though they're 1-3 and gotten off to a really weird start in their season, they're very, very dangerous. But it seems like the Bills, we got a long way to go and a million things can happen, but that runway's been pretty cleared for them to have that whole thing go through Buffalo all over again.
Yeah, nobody in that division's challenging the Bills. I don't know. Miami's not challenging them. Who
Jets
else?
And the Patriots.
Jets and Patriots. Yeah, no. I don't. Josh Allen has the red carpet to another 1 seed, especially with Baltimore playing with how they're playing. I think that's.
And you know what's going to happen? Just the same thing that happens.
You think Mahomes does it again?
Mahomes does it again, because Josh Allen in that game, whether it's
but
the
it's
AFC
not
Championship game or the divisional game, it'll be a little.
No, but it's not Josh Allen has never played bad in those games.
Okay.
He's been amazing.
But guess what? It still happens.
But it's
The
not
team
because
still
I
does
just
it.
want to make sure that you're not putting it on Josh Allen's
Well,
ticket.
it ultimately goes back on him.
It's really
Why?
whoever has
Because
the
he's
ball
the captain.
last.
He's the quarterback.
He doesn't play defense, Chris. I don't know if you've noticed that. He's not out there when Patrick Mahomes is walking up the field on those guys.
It's the Josh Allen curse.
But Chris is right, though. Like Lamar hit Mark Andrews.
Travis ain't going to like that.
Because he's wrong, too.
Oh!
What a scumbag.
First of all, it's gutless scumbag. So if you're going to do it, we got to do it right. You think it's on Josh Allen?
I just, like I said, the quarterback gets all the credit when they win. You take all the blame when you lose. Look at Lamar. He hit Mark Andrews in the hands in the end zone against the Bills, and everybody said, Lamar just can't get it done. He can't catch the ball for Mark as well. So, to Chris's point, if the Bills lose to KC in the playoffs and being the 1 seed, they're going to say Josh Allen cannot beat Mahomes.
I hope Josh Allen plays linebacker then in that game, so we can officially put it on his resume.
And maybe I'm completely wrong, and Sue is wrong, and Josh Allen will get his first Super Bowl victory this season and win a Lombardi trophy. But history would show us it's always something.
Yep.
All right, next game. Lions beat the Browns 34-10, and the Lions went in. And okay, tell me what you think about this. The Ravens lost again today. They're 1-3, but the Lions going into Baltimore last week, coming out of this one after getting a really hard-fought win, and then putting it on Cleveland again. They're 3-1. They're off to a good start. Jared Goff has looked really good, and their only loss is to Green Bay, another team that I think everybody agrees is near the top of the NFC.
The Lions and the Packers are going to be fighting for that division. I think the Lions will win that division because the offense might just be a little better than Green Bay's. They got more of a consistent run game, got the 1-2 punch out the backfield. Josh Jacobs, he's no slouch. He's a great franchise back, but I just feel like when it comes to firepower, Lions got that.
Do you think that they have to at some point get – I know you got to be who you are, right? That, you know, this is who we are. This is what we do. We want to throw it. Does Dan Campbell at some point have to go, I got to dial it back just a little bit? Or is he just going to keep doing it?
I don't think that's his style.
Yeah.
He is a guns blazing type of head coach. He's a former player, and he gets caught up in the moment like the rest of the players do. And when his team is like, no, go for it. It doesn't matter if it's 4th and 9 and we're on our 20-yard line.
I was going to say, you're on the other end of the field.
Go for it. And he will be like, you know what? Let's go for it. He's a player's coach. You're going to live and die by that.
Stop me if you guys have heard this one before. Right when everybody was ready to get on the Chargers and say, this team is different. This team has figured it. Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, it's going to be different this time around. They go into New York. They lose to the Giants 21-18.
You said it. You said the Chargers were going to charge today.
They always do.
Oh, and they did.
They always
and
do.
It's dart time. Jackson dart time.
Jack first start
JAXSON.
against an undefeated team at the time. He comes in there and look. You look at the numbers. They weren't fantastic, but he did a good enough job. You know, 13 out of 20, 111 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, sacked 5 times.
Were they better than Russell Wilson intentionally grounding?
What in the world?
I don't care what darts numbers look like. Any quarterback that can get a win for the Giants in their debut without his number 1 receiver. Neighbors tore his ACL early in this game. Sorry about that, by the way. Sending prayers. But impressive win for the rookie, especially in New York. I don't think y'all understand. That's where quarterbacks have gone to die.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, they hadn't won a game all season long. That was their first win of the season.
It's a beast.
And now you have a new chapter where people can feel some hope.
For the first time in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you beat down the Chargers, who people were after
let me
last week, everyone's going, oh, the Chargers, the Chargers.
Do you get credit for beating the Chargers, or the Chargers just always one of those, it's the Chargers doing what they do? And the Chargers are good. Like, let's
you
put
beat
it
Jim
out there.
Harbaugh and the Chargers. Now, yes, they had to travel to the East Coast, but still, you're a rookie quarterback, and that was your outing?
Yeah.
That's one to remember.
Can I throw a nickname out there, and I don't know if anyone said it before, but Darth Vader?
Oh, God.
Yeah?
I don't hate it.
No.
It's no Indiana Jones, but I don't hate it along the way.
I don't like it at all.
Indiana Jones looks like a Muppet, though. That's the one thing.
I mean,
he always has.
Yeah.
Darth
that long
Vader
neck.
sounds like you're a German person saying Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
Darth Vader?
The Bucs nearly came from behind and caught the Eagles. Eagles got out to a big lead in that one. They hold on to win 31-25. And, you know, we saw the Eagles last week. We're going to see the Buccaneers coming up later on in the season. I think that's a Sunday night game.
Sunday night.
Yep.
Aaron Donald bobblehead.
Aaron Donald bobblehead night. And The Buccaneers, I think, are pretty good. I'm in the bag for Baker Mayfield. I think he's an absolute terrific player. I think he's super fun to watch. But that Bucs team is a team that when you start looking forward to the Rams schedule, that's one of the tougher games they have left.
Bucky Irvin's really good.
Yep.
Chris Godwin's back. Don't know how long Mike Evans will be out, but I'm not the biggest Baker fan, but I will not hate on him. He is a winner. He's a gamer. He is competitive. He's got the moxie.
He's fearless.
And I think Tampa has found their quarterback. I don't think they need to look for a quarterback for quite some time.
What do you think the Cleveland Browns would do to have Baker Mayfield back in the building?
See, I don't think that matters because the Browns are so awful that they would have just ruined anything Baker could have potentially done, like they've done with every quarterback that they've had the last 5 years.
The thing is, he wasn't even that bad with the Browns.
He took him to the playoffs.
Exactly. They won a playoff game.
I would say the defense got him to that playoff.
But he wasn't, wasn't in the way of what they were doing.
He had an intensity and he had an energy that the Browns still haven't seen. No. And they hadn't seen 10 years before.
Kirk Cousins had an energy and intensity for
This is why the Browns are a loser organization from the top. Because you had a guy who actually brought attention, who had the passion. He was on Progressive commercials every break of every NFL game. People were actually talking about Cleveland.
They had an identity.
Yeah, they had an identity. And you got rid of him because it's such great decisions since
Deshaun Watson was the thing that but at the time, it's like, all right, Watson was coming off of the injury or the suspend. It's hard to keep track why he's missed so many games because he's missed so many games.
And here's the amazing thing.
Chubb was healthy.
Cleveland fans wanted Baker gone. How would you take that back now for what you're doing? You got Joe Flacco out there who needs a wheelchair going up and down the field.
When Baker came in here on Thursday night to play the Raiders a couple of years ago on literally 48 hours of prep.
Right.
He comes in here and he wins an NFL game and he didn't even know anybody's name in the hub.
Right, exactly.
Like that is an extreme.
Didn't he headbutt somebody on the sideline without
his helmet on? And at that point I'm like, you know what? I'm all right with this guy. Like, when you have that kind of stones to just walk into an NFL place and just start throwing it around like he did, I'm like, all right. And they weren't very good that year. They had a million injuries. They were terrible without him, and they went 2-3 with him. That's a huge difference.
Yeah. Like I said, if we're talking talent-wise, I don't think Baker is the most talented quarterback in the NFL. I don't think anybody would argue that. But if you're talking, who do you want with the ball in their hands in the fourth quarter with a chance to win it? Baker falls into that category of quarterbacks where you're like, you're not bad if he is your guy. He can get a win.
I talk about this all the time, and not just with football, but quarterbacks are the perfect example. I think relief pitchers are a perfect example of this. Are you scared? If you're not, I'll take you on my side. Like, just go out there.
If you're scared, go to church.
Baker Mayfield is not scared. Matthew Stafford is not scared. Like, let's go. And then you see some other guys, their eyes get a little big in those moments. What up, Justin Herbert? And you start to like, all right, let's see what happens next.
Yeah.
And there's a real difference
That's
there.
true.
All right, we can talk about some of these other games as well. Plus, break down what happened today at SoFi Stadium. Rams get back on the right side of things. They are 3-1 after a 27-20 win against the Indianapolis Colts. We'll talk about why they've had so much success against two of the better running backs in the league. That's coming up next on the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
The legacy continues. The all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner is here. Conquer any terrain with its available four-wheel drive, confident ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque, and that iconic power rear window, it's here to stay. This is the new face of adventure, the all-new 4Runner, available now at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
We're like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody. The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
Monkey bars and hot takes? You'll only hear it on Mason and Ireland.
When I was a kid, we played on monkey bars. We did not wear helmets. Now kids wear helmets on monkey bars.
I was
Who's
wearing a helmet on a monkey bar?
Monkey bar helmet.
Are there really monkey bar helmets? I've never seen a kid wear helmets on the monkey bar.
I think kids wear helmets on monkey bars.
From helmets on the playground to helmets on the field. Mason and Ireland weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Yo, I'm your old basketball. Haven't seen you out on the courts in a while. Why not pass me over to Goodwill? Donating me helps Goodwill's mission to provide career training and support services right here in the community. And that's a slam dunk. Donate today. Hey, I got next.
To find your nearest Goodwill locations and to learn more about our mission, please visit goodwill.org. Goodwill, where your things start new lives.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final. The Rams, the Colts is in the books.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino, park, party, and play.
Rams Week 4 NFL Sunday against the Colts is a final from SoFi.
We react right now with Travis and Sua, the Rams postgame show. Your reaction at 877-710-ESPN. The Rams postgame show on this Sunday rolls on.
You're listening to the Rams postgame show.
This is the Rams postgame show. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino. Back to Travis and Sua right now.
27-20, the final score. The Rams beat the Colts. And one of the reasons they had some success today against Indianapolis is one of the same reasons they had a lot of success last week against Saquon Barkley. They really shut down the run. Last week, Barkley pretty quiet. Today, pretty quiet day for Jonathan Taylor, who came into Week 4 leading the NFL in rushing, 76 yards on 17 carries. But I think the most impressive part, Sue, is that the longest run of the day he had was for just 12 yards. The Rams did a pretty good job of bottling him up.
I think the Rams might have found out and solved their run woes on the defensive side of the ball. Puna 4, he's a unit on the inside, and it matters. I mean, you need size on the inside. You need a 3-tech and a 1 that can take on the double team and keep gap integrity, keep those linebackers clean. It's kind of why Landman is playing so fast and playing well, because he doesn't have a guard climbing up to him and knocking him out of his run gap so fast. So hats off to Puna.
Yeah, it felt like one of those moves in the offseason. Obviously, they go and they get Devontae Adams, and everybody's really excited about that. They re-signed Kyren Williams. It's like, okay, here we go. Jared Verse is going to take that next step, et cetera, et cetera. But the Puna Ford acquisition was kind of like, oh, okay, they got a big body in the middle. It's clearly made a massive difference because that was the thing they couldn't stop last year, in particular against Barkley. And now, once is, okay, maybe it was a good day, but that's 2 for 2, and now you got McCaffrey coming up next.
If you've got size on the interior and you can get knocked back, you make the linebacker's job so much easier to run through those clean rushing lanes where a missed tackle is not the worst in the backfield because you got 2 or 3 guys also coming free and running those lanes. So the D-line's playing well. You're going to have to do it again next week. You're going to have to do it again the week after that. But that's what you want to see. We talked about it earlier. The defensive line is getting tested now so they can be battle ready for the playoffs.
Here's what you get with McCaffrey coming in next week when the Niners, again, it's a Thursday night game against the Niners at SoFi Stadium. McCaffrey kind of quiet on the ground today, just 49 yards on 17 carries, but kind of not quiet through the air. 92 yards on 6 receptions, and he got into the end zone. And that's what makes that guy. Even if you lock him up on the ground, he can still kill you through the air.
He's been doing it since college. I remember we played him at Stanford a few times, played him in regular season and Pac-12 championship. We'd have a game plan. We're like, you know what? He's not beating us on the ground. Just motion him out to the slot, get a mismatch on the inside linebacker, and then he takes a little choice route for 30 yards.
What makes him so hard to cover? Is he fast? Is it strength? What is it?
He's an athlete. He's a true athlete. He's a guy that could play full-time slot receiver in the NFL as well as being a dominant running back. And he just has that. He's had it since high school, college. He has the quick twitch. He has the hands. His routes are compared to other slots. He's up there with other true full-time receivers, so just a nightmare to deal with.
So who do the Rams throw at him? I mean, if you don't want a linebacker on him. He's certainly not fast enough. So is it Quentin Lake? Is that the guy that draws that assignment? That seems like advantage 49. And Quentin Lake's had a pretty good, first part of the season, but that's a tough assignment.
And he's a youngin', and you also don't want to take one of your DBs out of coverage because the 49ers do have weapons at receiver. Have a few injuries they're dealing with, but they still have some weapons at receiver, especially with Juwan Jennings. So I don't know. You kind of want to do it by community. You want to have linebackers covering him in zone situations. You might want to go dime. Maybe you put Cam Curl at the dime and certain packages when they want to motion McCaffrey out to the slot and use him as a slot, get a safety on him. Just don't have a run-stopping linebacker covering him in space at any point on Thursday. You're going to lose.
You're going to lose that matchup time after time after time. We are here live at Hollywood Park Casino, all over the Colts and the Rams. Rams win 27-20, and Morales is with the people.
Now, here's the thing. You thought I was done for the day.
I was hoping.
But then I saw Carlos from Southgate. I said, you know what? Carlos has got a fresh hat. He's got the 88 World Series Dodgers hat.
Let's go.
And he's got a great Devontae Adams jersey, I think. Right? Oh, it's a Puka jersey. Never mind. Anyway, Carlos, you were there today. Were you nervous at any point?
I was nervous, but luckily they were able to pull it out. Shout out to Tutu for the 88-yard touchdown. Happened right in front of me, so it was awesome, dude.
Oh, beautiful. Now, you know what's happening Thursday night, right here?
Yeah, Rams W.
Rams
there
W,
we
right?
go. Rams W, yeah.
We go take care of those scumbag stinking Niners.
Yeah. Send them to the escalators again.
Oh, yeah. You going to be here?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Now, you come by afterwards, right here to Hollywood Park Casino. Carlos, we're gonna put you on the air again, and we're going to celebrating wiping the field with those loser Niner fans.
Rams house, baby, let's go.
Thank you, Carlos.
You got it. Good job, Carlos. He's wearing the black jerseys with the blue shoulders that I don't know if for sure we're going to see those on Thursday night. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. Considering they haven't even worn those in a game yet, I saw a million of those at the stadium today. That whoever came up with that design nailed it because people are buying those.
The rival edition.
Yeah,
they will be wearing those on November 16th when they face the Seahawks.
Okay.
If you didn't see, the Cardinals wore their rival edition.
What color was that?
They were eggshell white with red speck.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I liked those jerseys. I thought they looked pretty fresh.
You know what they reminded me of? And you know how I feel about
the
these.
Dodgers City Connects.
Yes, they look like the Dodger City Connect, which look like cake confetti. Like, can we have white uniforms? But it's like I said, the Dodgers have the perfect uniform. The Rams have. I don't need off-white. I like white. Let's just go with the white.
You're not a fan of the bone white?
Me and Sue like
You
bone.
would think he was a bone white guy. You would think Travis was a bone white guy, right?
I'm not a bone guy.
Now,
I like the Blackwoods.
If a Niners fan tries to shake me on Thursday night, you got me, right?
I got you.
Okay, good.
I got you.
I know.
Is this happening on ESPN's dime? Because then we.
Which part?
If somebody got taxed while we're working, maybe I shouldn't protect you because then we cash in on the insurance type of deal.
No, but you got the tats. You got to let people know we represent. You know, you and me.
Where are your tats?
Representing what exactly?
Listen,
what are you representing?
I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Well, look, things are inside out and upside down.
Just like I used to tell people, Keyshawn and I went to biology class together. Now it's you and I used to run the streets together.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Back in those Marietta days, you and me.
Yeah, I'd be in the streets of Temecula. Not much to patrol out there.
That Morales' double rammed logoed. I did not think I'd see the day.
You never thought you'd see the day.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Or you'd see the day me climbing upstairs at SoFi Stadium up and down,
that
never
was
out
off
of breath.
the board. This was like 100 to 1.
Right.
But climbing up and down the stairs was off the board. They wouldn't even take your money in Vegas on that. That wasn't going to happen at all. All right, we'll put the finishing touches on this. The Rams beat the Colts 27-20. We'll talk a little bit more about how they have to beat the who, Chris? Who are they going to play on Thursday night at SoFi Stadium?
Those gutless scumbag San Francisco 49ers. By the way, we're all excited that the Bears beat the Raiders just because the Raiders got the field goal blocked. But if you lose to the Jaguars heading into playing on a short week to the Rams,
too, yeah.
That's bad. That's bad for the Niners.
We'll get into it next. It's coming up. It's the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Hey, guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Whether it's talking sports or calling each other out when the food bill comes, Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive.
Hey, unlike you, I paid for all my food. Stop that.
Good sandwich.
I support small local businessmen, man.
Oh, okay, and I don't.
I'm just saying.
No, I mean, I don't.
You'd want a freebie.
Well, I'd support them.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, 7 to 9 a.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Sports, laughs, and stories that hit harder than a slap to the face.
Did you ever try wrestling? I actually had 2 matches. Small, little, independent wrestling match. How'd you do? So we get in the ring. I'm standing there. I'm like, hi, everybody. Yeah. And he slapped the crap out. It just hit me so hard. Hi-yow. So I tackled him.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. 710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
Money all the time, what I'm thinking.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. It's presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down at the Palace at Inglewood. Week 4 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play.
The Rams, the Colts is in the books.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
There's my song. See, you're not going to pass me anymore. Now I know. Now I've got it locked in. Rams beat the Colts 27-20. Rams are 3-1. They will take on the 3-1 San Francisco 49ers on Thursday at SoFi Stadium. Kickoff is at 5:20. Pregame show starting at 3:15. And then Sue and I will be right back here at Hollywood Park Casino for the Rams postgame show as well. Now, you taught me a new term on the pregame show today. The fish. Right? Is there no more fish, or did they fix it? Because the fish in Philadelphia, where they were able to block 2 kicks, that operation was clean all day today. Did they just fix it, or was there no fish on the field?
No,
today?
they fixed it.
Okay.
I didn't pay too close attention to their PAT team. I'm guessing that they fixed it or he got replaced. But there was no blocked PATs or field goals today, so fixed for the moment.
Is it that easy? Like, did they just realize? Like, so you were talking about the fish, right? The opposing defensive coordinator sees it. The opposing special team coach sees it, and we're going to attack that guy. And everybody can just, it's right there in front of you. Is it as easy for the Rams? Like, oh, there's the problem right there. Let's just do this instead of that, and it's gone?
Well, it depends on how it got blocked, but yes, with how it got blocked, we literally did not block the interior 2 linemen that were getting the penetration twice. So that is easy to fix.
All right, so Devontae Adams caught a touchdown pass. He had 4 catches for 56 yards in that 1 touchdown right before the end of the half. And I thought that, maybe that would spark a big second half. We saw him make a catch, in the second half as well. But Puka is just the guy. 13 catches compared to Devontae's 4. Are we going to see that start to even out and a little bit more of an even distribution of the ball? Or is it always going to be Puka's kind of the leader in the pack and Devontae's just going to make some big pop plays along the way?
It's a week in and week out thing. I think it'll change. It just depends on how teams are playing you. If they're going to lean heavy to Puka, I say it all the time. I'm a broken record. I know people are tired of hearing it. But as a defense, you only can send the double team one way. And if I'm playing the Rams, it's going to Puka. I 100% have to stop this from happening. This production cannot continue.
What kind of opportunities does that give Devontae all of a sudden?
And that's the kicker. If I do that and try to take Puka away, Devontae has a one-on-one all game long. And I don't know too many DCs that are signing up for a one-on-one with Devontae Adams.
He had another fumble today, which is not great. The Rams defense obviously kind of bailed him out by holding the Colts to a field goal in that situation. But up until that moment, Kyren Williams was having another really good day. 13 carries, 77 yards, 6 yards per carry. And just the Rams rushing attack. I said it to you in the press box, so I'm like, I get it. You got Matthew Stafford. You got Puka Nacua. Sean McVay's your head coach. It's in their DNA that they want to throw it. But when you're getting 5 and 6 yards a crack every time you give it to Kyren, let's keep doing some more of that.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing this again because at USC we were preaching and crying for a run game, and we had a winning marks that we just did not use out of the backfield. We used him as a receiver. We didn't hand him the ball, and there was times where it's like, hey, he's averaging 7 yards a carry. Why did we stop doing that?
Take me through that. If you see it, I see it. The stat sheet is telling you this. This guy, every time we hand him the ball, on average, he's getting 7 yards. I understand it's not every carry, but that's what he's getting on average. What is the counter to, well, here's why we're not going to do that anyway? Is there one?
You are who you are. Yeah, you have your scheme, you have your identity, and as successful as some plays might be, or bad habits die hard. You're going to go back to what you're comfortable with. You're going to go back to what you trust. You're going to go to your go-to plays. And if you're a passing coach, there's probably more screens and quick slants and outs before there's the simple handoff as far as go-to plays go.
Specifically, I looked at that first half when it was the option of they were on 4th and 1, and instead of running the ball, they ran a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, I don't ever need to
with
see
Matthew
that play
Stafford, and they were caught short, and then the Colts got great field position. why would you not have Kyren run the ball?
Yeah. After that first QB sneak we saw 2 weeks ago, I would have never ran another QB sneak with Stafford ever again.
Look, you've got an older quarterback who has a back injury, or at least has recently had some back problems along the way. You can tell, like, sometimes when you run that quarterback keeper, that guy hits that hole. Like, again, I'm not comparing him to Jalen Hurts, but Hurts goes in there with purpose.
Yeah.
Right? He's going in there with some speed.
Stafford's kind of
tiptoeing his way in there. And I'm not saying I do the same thing, but that just seems like a weird call in those short yardage situations.
Treat him like Aaron Rodgers on the Pittsburgh Steelers, where he just watches the play in front of him 5 yards ahead of him when they try to do a tush push.
Yeah, no more QB sneaks with 40-year-olds.
No. Are we going to see Terrence Ferguson anytime soon?
I don't know. Maybe the injury in camp is what's keeping him back right now. Maybe he needs to get a little stronger, put a little more weight on so that he can remain in the game in blocking formations, because you can't just be we bring Ferg in to catch the ball, because the moment he comes in, defense is like, oh, they're throwing. Yeah. So if we can't leave you in for a bunch of looks out of 2 tight end sets, then can't use you right now.
And they used the tight ends today, too. Davis Allen had a catch. Kobe Parkinson had 2. Tyler Higbee had 2. And that's part of their offense today, something that I know you and I have talked a lot about. We'd like to see a little bit more of it. And he obviously is a very dynamic pass-catching player, but it's got to be that other stuff, right? Or he can't be a one-way guy.
Cannot be a one-way guy. It's all good. It'll happen. There's one thing the Rams do. They take time. They take time with their draft picks. They don't rush them into anything, and when they're ready to go, they get them in the game.
All right, Chris, one last chance to call out the gutless scumbag 49er fans.
Here's the thing. Thursday night football. What is it, 5:15 kickoff?
5:20.
5:20, sorry.
Yes.
So does that mean we do 3 or 3?
3:15.
3:15.
Yes.
See, that's what I thought.
That's why we start pregame at 3:15. Kickoff is at 5.
5:20, not 5:15.
No.
Monday nights are 5:15.
I believe so.
Okay. Anyway, so Thursday night football, 5:20 kickoff. Those, you want to say it, Sua?
No, you got it. You got it.
Those. By the way, you lose to the Jaguars.
Yes.
Heading into your week against the Rams, and Niner fans, we know they're gutless.
What type of gutless?
Scumbag gutless.
Okay.
They're going to crowd SoFi. We know how it's going to look. You're going to see a lot of red on Thursday night, but it's not going to matter at the end. But here's the key. And we said this going into this season. These slow starts always drive us nuts as Rams fans. And I might be a little fresh to the Rams fan thing, but that's
Welcome
fine.
aboard, by the
as
way.
a long time Rams fan.
What's up, brother?
There we go. See, big Travis Rogers people. You got to come out Thursday night and support all these Travis Rogers fans.
Right.
When we beat those gutless scumbag Niners, but a slow start can't happen Thursday night. You got to come out and blow their doors off right away. You can't do it.
And let's not have fights, too, fans. Rams fans, if you happen to be a 49er fan coming to the game, don't fight.
I hope not.
We've seen enough videos
Listen,
of
if somebody
this.
wants to fight me, I'm good because I got Sua. Sua's got my back. Right, Sua? We used to run those streets in Marietta.
Yeah, sure. The hostile streets of Temecula and Marietta.
All right, we will have your pregame show starting at 3:15 on Thursday. Get you ready for the Niners and the Rams from SoFi Stadium. Then immediately after the game, we're going to be right back here at Hollywood Park Casino for your postgame show as well. Hopefully the Rams will move to 4-1. Until then, this has been the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Thank you for listening to Rams Colts today from SoFi Stadium.
Rams football is presented by Call Jacob. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob and he will win for you. Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB or visit calljacob.com.
Up next for Rams football.
And up next for our Los Angeles